Okay, guys, so the Habs lately, they've had their fair share of drama. All right, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened since the playoffs ended. We've had players go. We've got new faces coming in. And most frustrating of all, some key core guys are going to be missing for significant periods of time throughout the season. It's not been a good time. And behind all of this, there's also been a lot of suspicion that the puppet master himself, Marc Bergevin, may be in the midst of his last season as Habs GM. And this is exactly what I wanted to talk about today. Because the media, they're just having a field day with all of this stuff, huh? They've been stirring up the pot as much as they can. Darren Dreger is involved. Pierre Lebrun has been having a lot of Pierre Le fun with this. Engels is tweeting up a storm as he usually does. Anyway, let's get down and dirty and get knee deep in their shit. Starting off with Engels, who made this tweet just a day ago when he said, quote, "As I wrote a week ago, Marc Bergevin set his price and is willing to walk away if it isn't met. Now that negotiations have broken off with Geoff Molson, the chances that this is Marc Bergevin's final season as GM in Montreal increases." Holy shit, he's right. Now I know, Engels may not have fans hanging off his thighs or anything crazy like that. Oh my god, it's Engels! It's Engels! Just imagine what Engelmania would look like. But the man, he's got a point. Because as time goes on and the last year of his contract just plays out, the likelihood of this guy sticking around and being GM in the future kind of goes out the door, doesn't it? Darren Dreger would also back up this claim, stating that there's a far bigger percentage that Bergevin will not be back next season as general manager of the Montreal Canadiens than there is that he will be back. So regardless of whether you believe this or not, it is a bit concerning. If Bergevin, in his heart right now, knows 100% that this is the final year he's going to be working for the Habs, and his plan is to honor this contract and then test the market and possibly go to another team, then this year is almost as if it's a write-off. It's stupid. You know what I mean? Because the next guy that comes in here could have a completely different plan. He's probably going to come in here with a grenade and blow this team up and do some kind of rebuild. You just never know. Hypothetically, of course. Now, Dreger would also mention something that Pierre Lebrun had already talked about with regards to these Bergevin contract negotiations, and he said that the issue is that Molson isn't willing to meet Bergevin's demands in terms of money. He says the contract negotiations for Bergevin has been going on for several months now, and basically, it went nowhere. And this is the part that kind of leaves me scratching my head a little bit here, as I always assumed that money would not be an issue in a situation like this, especially when it comes to Geoff Molson. Although, then again, maybe Molson has got a number in his mind, and just the fact that it may not be anywhere close to the number in Bergevin's mind has just got him thinking, you know what? I'm not convinced that this is the route I want to go anymore. Maybe he's thinking it's time for a change. So, what do you guys think about all of this? Is it all one big pile of steaming horse shit? Maybe it is. And before or just after the season ends, Molson will extend Marc Bergevin. Who knows? Or do you think Molson already has somebody else in mind? Maybe he's got his sights on a guy like Matthew Darsh. Or he wants to really get crazy and get a guy like Patrick Waugh, huh? Stefan Quintel? Patrice Brisebois? Okay, I'll stop. Jeez. Or maybe Molson wants to keep Marc Bergevin, but Marc Bergevin himself just doesn't want to do it anymore. Maybe he wants to spend more time with his family, or maybe he's sick of all this crazy pressure and wants to take on a similar role with another team, or maybe he just wants out completely. You never know. But all I know is Molson better be careful, just in case, old Carolina over there decides to throw an offer sheet at Bergevin himself. Oh, just kidding. Anyway, guys, this is one of these conversations that happens every year, but with the recent rumors circulating coming from guys like Lebrun and Dreger and their little group of super cool friends whom we're all not cool enough to be a part of, it's relevant. So let me know if you think this could really be the last year with Bergevin as GM, and I'll see you next time.